just need to fucking talk. I don't understand why I'm still getting hate.
Boys, what is up? What is good? It's the Bayern Post, back at it again, back on the grind. You know, we don't stop. The grind don't stop unless Bayern isn't playing, or there's no transfer rumors, or there's no drama. Thankfully, though, this is FC Hollywood, baby. There's always something to talk about. But today we're going to be talking about the player ratings, specifically the player ratings for the Stuttgart game. That 5-0 win for us, or 0-5 because we were the visitors. Still, though, it seemed like our home turf because we absolutely bossed it. It was a home invasion. That there was a violation. I tell you, that was crazy. And it was Serge Gnabry night. But we're going to start here real quick. We're going to work our way from the back up to the top. So starting with our captain, the number one kit, Manuel Neuer, the man wall himself. He didn't have too much to do actually, which was actually pretty interesting. Usually they at least put a couple of shots on target, but yesterday it wasn't too much. At least not too much that I remember. But he did have to make one or two saves, which he did. He made them convincingly, which is good. He wasn't tested that much, but I'm going to go ahead and give Manuel Neuer, because he kept the clean sheet and all that. You know, I'm going to give him comfortable 7. His distribution was good. His, you know, when they were playing back the ball to him and everything, obviously he did good. He's just Manuel Neuer, you know. 7 is a little generous, I think, but he deserves it. And it's good to get his confidence back up. Hopefully he can start putting up some clutch performances, which we will definitely need in the second half of the season. But there's one more game to go, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Anyways, getting ahead of that, we have Alphonso Davies, our left back, the left back supreme, the best left back in the world, performing right now. And I don't want to hear about none of this, Robertson, none of that. Alphonso Davies was again very, very good. Very great. He did get a yellow card though, because apparently he thought we were playing volleyball at some point. It was pretty funny, you know. He didn't have to do it. Good thing it wasn't in the penalty box. It was just right outside. It was a dangerous spot for them, though. If they had gotten a better free kick on it, that could have spelled some trouble. But, you know, somebody got their head on it. I don't remember who it was. Was it Lewandowski? Possibly. But, yeah. United Hospital Football Club. The club, the owner. Hey, you know, Coman is kind of making a case for that too, though. And they're both French. Really makes you think. But anyways, you know, I'm hoping for a speedy recovery. Also, you know, very quickly, I know that the Aguero thing happened, and I do want to say 1000% thanks to Aguero for a lot of amazing moments. And I believe it was versus QPR, that Aguero goal where they won their first Prem title. You know, he's a legend for Man City, 1000%. Had a great career and one of the best strikers of the generation. Definitely within the top 4, in my opinion. So top 3, even most likely. So yeah, great. It's so sad to see that his career had to come to an end because of those like lung problems and all that. Hope the best for him in the future. I know that he's doing some streaming, so I might even tune into some of that as well. You know, the guy is usually pretty class and he'll be missed, you know, but he's leaving behind such a huge legacy. And yo, Manchester City, they should build a statue for that man at the Etihad. He gave them the first Premier League title. That's massive. But moving on though, Alphonso Davies, we didn't even give him a rating yet, right? So I guess I'll try to figure this out. But yeah, Alphonso Davies, you know, it was a little average, but I'm gonna go ahead and give him 7 because he was pretty dangerous, although he was locked down at certain points. But he provided some good, you know, play from the back and stuff. Now, Lucas Hernandez, this man is great. He threw his body on the line to block a shot, 1 or 2, and he's just been stellar. I mean, we're getting used to him performing consistently and performing very well. In my opinion, I'm not going to hit this one up too much, but Lucas Hernandez, for me, deserves a 7.8. Close to an 8. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give him an 8. He is the best center back in the world, and nobody can convince me otherwise. He is so consistent. He is definitely worth that 80 million euro mark. I mean, yo, if anybody's worth it, it's him. Definitely not the fridge in England. But moving on, Niklas Sule, the other mountain in the team, Niklas Sule, he's been performing very well as well this season, and I hope that we can extend him. However, it's a little doubtful because it seems like his dream, his goal, his ambition is to play in the Prem, so he might not extend and he might leave. If that's the case, we should try to sell him for something this winter window. I know that it might be hard, but that is what Brazo Salihamidzic gets paid for. Hopefully you can find something there if he doesn't extend, which at this point I am getting a little worried that might be the case. But I would love him to stay 1000%. He puts on a bunch of good displays now. His consistency is starting to really show. He is a great center back, and he could probably turn into one of the best. But he has Lucas Hernandez to contend with. But still, we need two quality players like that. You know what I mean? This is FC Bayern Munich. That's what we need. Obviously, I'll touch on who we should get or who we should play, who we should give a chance to if he doesn't extend later on. But in this game, he was pivotal, and I'd say right around the same as Hernandez. He was really clutch as well. I'm gonna go ahead and give Sule 7.8, just a little bit below Hernandez for me. But yeah, he was really good as well, and yeah, he deserves to be talked about as well, 1000%. But then Benjamin Pavard, he has been very consistent lately. I know I was ragging on him a lot before these games where he became consistent, and I honestly believe it's because he deserved some of it. Angelo Stiller, our former player. Oh, okay, cool. He deserved some of it. He wasn't consistent, and he was making silly mistakes that a player of his quality, which we know he has, should not be making. But I am so proud and so glad to see that it's been 5 games in a row now that he's been pretty damn consistent. And 2019 form Pavard seems to be back. Hopefully he can carry that form into the second half of the season as well, and he can end off our last game versus Wolfsburg with a bang as well. He almost got a goal with those volleys. He can hit those volleys very well. I mean, he's performing pretty good right now, and I hope that he can keep that up. Pavard, for me, gets an 8 just because of how consistent he's been, and he did pretty damn good in this game. Yet again, I think he saved us on an occasion as well. 8 for Benjamin Pavard. I'm glad to see it. Stanisic definitely has some good competition now, and we'll touch on those later on what I believe should happen in the right back position. But moving up a little bit, Jamal Musiala. This boy played with a brace on his hand. He has like a broken fingers, one of the sections there. I'm not exactly 1000% sure as to which part it was, but on his hand he has like a broken bone, and he had like a cast. He was playing with like a brace and stuff. Such a warrior, and he kept going. He kept going and kept going. He didn't, make any fusses about it. He played the entire 90 minutes, and he played very well. That is the third position that this man can play. This kid can play center attacking mid. He can play left winger or right winger. I guess those are 2 positions, but they're on the wings. And then he can play the center mid double pivot role. He is so versatile. I love Jamal Musiala. He had a lot of good skills. He almost got a goal. He was good. He was great, and I liked his performance. Unlucky to not get a goal and make it a 3-run game, but hey, he might get one versus Wolfsburg because it seems like he might be starting again. Jamal Musiala, for me, in this game, gets solid 8. Very solid. Very, very good. Very impactful as well. So I really like this play. He was very involved in the build-up, 1000%. And I believe part of that is due to the next man that we're going to touch on, Marc Roca. My boy, Marc Roca. And if you've been watching my videos, you know how much I back this man up because he completely deserves it. Let's read this excerpt real quick from Hassan Salihamidzic on Marc Roca. We are very proud that he played next in the game after such a long time without playing. He showed in Stuttgart that he is a great guy with a sensational mentality. and I 1000% back that. He played some great balls and did exactly what he can, which is resolving in-game situations. With his attitude, Marc is a guy we like. That's good for him and for FC Bayern. Extend him until 2030, Brazil. Let's go. Arthur Roca is free. His name used to be like Free Roca, I believe, and now it's Roca is free. Go give him a check, man. He's got some good funny tweets, and some of them are really decent as well. 1000%. So Marc Roca for me has to get. I'm gonna be pretty biased here. Yes, because he played some amazing balls as I almost said Jamal Musiala, as Hassan said, and he won back possession many times. And on one of the goals, he actually won back the possession, passed it off to Jamal Musiala, and started the counter so we could get one of the goals. He has been pivotal, and I'm actually going to give him an 8.5. Yes, I'm being super... all right, fine. I won't be too biased. 8.2, just a little bit better than Musiala. He played very well, though. Very, very good. And it seems like he's going to get that chance again versus Wolfsburg, which he 1000% deserves. 100%. Yes. I'm really glad to hear that. I can't wait to see it, and I'm really happy. It's Marc Roca season, baby, and I 1000% back up and believe firmly that he needs to stay. He can't be sold this window. He can't be loaned out, because he should be the third option in the center mid, he should be the immediate backup to Joshua Kimmich, 1000%, and I believe that. I back that up, and I'll keep saying that until everybody sees it, because nobody else that we have can play that defensive role. And if we get a defensive mid within this window, he should be the choice behind Marc Roca, because Marc Roca has transformed. His mentality is good. He's got that Bayern DNA, that Bayern mentality. He is just so focused, and he's pretty humble, and he celebrates every single goal with the players that scored. He is such a team player, bro. I like to see that sort of, person in our team, and I believe he is a Xabi Alonso regen with the passes he makes, which is really great. Here, real quick, Julian Nagelsmann is not expected to take any risks with Leon Goretzka and Corentin Tolisso against Wolfsburg. Marcel Sabitzer is not an option for the starting 11 yet, which means he might be on the bench. Marc Roca and Jamal Musiala are likely to start once again in midfield on Friday, according to Kicker. Our two best midfielders sell everyone else. I'm sure he's kidding. He's just doing this for the memes, but they are great though. It's very great. Anyways, yeah, for me, Marc Roca, 8.2. Very solid. Rock solid. Let's go, baby. That's a League of Legends reference for Malphite. If anybody plays, you know what it is. But yeah, anyways, moving up to our attacking four. First, with Kingsley Coman, he had to come off very early at the 27th minute. Unfortunately, it seems like he took a muscular knock. It doesn't seem like it's anything too grave, though, so I'm glad to see that. But Kingsley Coman himself, he was bursty. He had a lot of burst speed. As we know, he was beating his man 1v1. Unfortunately, he did, come off with that muscle injury. It seems like he just wasn't ready for the starting 11 today. The conditions, the pitch was horrible. I have to say that. The pitch was insane, so that may have played a part in it. But I also believe he was being a little too selfish in not passing to Marc Roca or Muller or Lewandowski when he could have. And the final play, which saw him come off, because he had to overextend and hyperextend or exert himself too much, because he didn't pass to Marc Roca. I believe he should have, because he was wide open, and then he lost the ball and he had to chase, and then that resulted in him pulling a muscle and having to come off. I hope it's really nothing serious and we can see him back in action as soon as possible, because Kingsley has been very great. For me though, he gets an average 5.5. Super average is because he didn't really impact or do too much, and I believe 5.5 is right average, just like teetering on average, you know what I mean? So just because he had to come off super early, but we all know the quality, that doesn't mean he's bad. But 5.5 for Coman. Hope he's back in action soon. Now going off to Mr. Bayern Munich, Thomas Muller, the Raumdeiter. I am sure I butchered that, but yeah, Thomas Muller again barking orders. being really pivotal, doing all that he can to help the team. You know, it was great. He did get an assist as well on Serge Gnabry's second goal, I believe. Yeah, he got an assist on his second goal, which is really great. I mean, Muller, you just can't replace him, man. You know, even when it seems like he's having an off day, he is so pivotal with how he directs the tempo. He's basically like the orchestra director. He is going to be an amazing coach for FC Bayern after his playing days are over, and he will retire in that Bayern. I hope that happens 100% because it would feel weird seeing him in any other kit. I'm sure that won't happen. We'll have him retire at the club, and then within a few years he'll get a role at the club and he'll eventually become president. I can see that happening 1000%. But anyways, Thomas Muller for me gets an 8.5. 8.5, such a great display. I love it 1000%. So yes, going on to then the chef, my man of the match, and I believe the man of the match for most people, Serge Gnabry, started the game today, rightfully so. Sane deserved a rest. He needed a rest because he's been playing so much and he seemed very tired in the last game that we played versus Mainz. But Gnabry, he had a masterclass. A masterclass, baby. He scored 3 goals and assisted 2 of them. He assisted for Robert Lewandowski. It was great to see. It was really great to see how he was very unselfish with the first assist and then the second assist as well. It was really great. The second assist was more like, because it came off. Serge Gnabry put it over, but then it came off of like Muller, the goalkeeper for Stuttgart, and then Lewandowski went ahead and slotted it in, which is great. Wait, no, I'm bugging. That was how Serge scored his goal. No, all right. So the first one was from Serge when he cut it back, and then I'm confused again. No, the first one, it was a first touch pass, I believe, by Serge Gnabry. He got it, first time pass, went over everybody. Lewandowski got it, and then he chipped the Muller. Yeah, that's what it was. And then the second one was the cutback. My mind was a little hazy there, but Serge Gnabry, nonetheless, cooking them, man. Absolutely putting on his apron chef hat and doing a master chef performance. A fucking Gordon Ramsay type of style. It was a Hell's Kitchen for Stuttgart, but it was very well cooked up by Serge Gnabry. And I'll stop with the cooking puns because I'm out of them right now. You know, but yeah, to not stir the pot up too much more, Serge Gnabry deserves a 10, 1000%, 10, undisputed 10. He was unbelievable, and I hope he continues this because, especially if we get a team from London, that would be very great to see. But going off to our number 9, our striker, the striker supreme, the best striker in the world and the best player in the world currently and has been for the past 2 seasons, Robert Lewandowski. He was very, very frustrated because he wasn't getting that much service, and it seemed like our players didn't want to pass to him too much until Serge Gnabry, went from Clark Kent to Superman and just saved this man. Because, and you can't take it away from him though. I mean, his finishing ability, it's still there, and that first goal with the chip was amazing. So Robert Lewandowski for me gets a 9.5. He got 2 goals and he was still, trying to come back so he can get in with a build-up play. He was trying a couple great passes as well. So, his playmaking ability is also improved by leaps and bounds. He's changed up his play a lot, and he's still scoring at an impressive rate. So yeah, Robert Lewandowski, 9.5 for me. Very great to see. I hope he can get 2 goals versus Wolfsburg minimum, hopefully 3. Imagine the scenes if he gets 5. That would be crazy, but I want him to get 2 so we can break Cristiano Ronaldo's goal scoring record for himself, which is, I believe, 69 goals. Right now, Robert Lewandowski is currently on 68. He won't be satisfied with equaling it. He wants to break it. I know it for sure. So I hope he gets 2 versus Wolfsburg. I'm sure he can do it. And so, yeah, 9.5 for Robert Lewandowski. Going on to the substitutions real quick. The most impactful one for me was Leroy Sane. He had to come on the 27th minute, so he played most of the match. And he was decent. He got an assist which is really great to see. I mean, you can't take that away from him. He did get the assist, which was great. And, I mean, did he? Yes, on the first one for Gnabry, he got the assist. So that was really great. And besides that, he did make a lot of switching off to the right, then going back to the left, but playing through the middle is how he got that assist, and he made a really brilliant play. You could see that he was really tired later on, but we had no other options, so he had to play the rest of the game. For me, though, he gets a 7 because of the assist. We've seen better displays, and we will see better displays coming in the second half of the season, I'm sure. He'll probably have to start because we don't want to risk Coman, and we don't know how serious his muscle injury is, so he'll have to start again versus Wolfsburg. Hopefully he can play through it, and then he'll get a good rest in the winter window. So yeah, then 2 substitutions came on, but the first one, Milik Tillman, came on for Serge Gnabry in the 75th minute after he completed his masterclass. Milik Tillman almost got a goal, actually, and he probably deserves it because he's been in those good places, man. I like the kid. He deserves more chances, and I like seeing good talent within the squad. We have good talent coming through our academy, man. I really love it. I love to see it. You just like to see the youngsters in the Bundesliga come out and show some sort of performance. Even if he didn't score or get an assist, I feel like it's only a matter of time if he keeps on getting chances. Milik Tillman, for me, will get an average 6.5. 6.5. He impressed me a little bit. I hope he continues that. Tanguy Nianzou, when he came on, Stuttgart just stopped playing through the middle. They kept on trying to attack through the flanks and the wings because they weren't going to get past Marc Roca and Tanguy Nianzou. So, yeah, I mean, Nianzou, standard performance. I'm going to give him a 6.5. You know, he was solid. Yeah. Cuisance, he annoys me a lot sometimes, man. He complained because Lewandowski didn't give the ball back to him. Bro, Lewandowski was on a hat trick. Of course he's going to take the shot, but he played 2 very great passes. One of them specifically, he completely just sliced open the Stuttgart defense. I mean, he's got talent, and nobody is going to deny that. He's got natural talent, and he is so technical, so slick on the ball. But his attitude, man, it's horrible sometimes. I don't see us really holding him on for next season or the second half of the season. We're probably going to loan him out and bring in like another center mid player or even promote somebody from the youth academy, you know. But yeah, I mean, Cuisance, though, because of those 2 great balls he played, I'm not going to deny he gets a 6.5. Just like the other substitutes have gotten so far, Milik Tillman and Tanguy Nianzou, 6.5. I was impressed with those balls. Just has to have better mentality. And I know that sounded bad. I'm impressed with those balls. All right, you guys could clown on me for that. But our last substitution, Omar Richards. And he's always pretty damn consistent. I like seeing him. He plays very well. And I'm telling you, man, Omar Richards would be a starter at many other clubs, at many Bundesliga clubs, even Premier League clubs in La Liga, Serie A, the Uber Eats League 1, obviously. But he has starter quality, yet he's obviously playing behind Alphonso Davies because Davies is the best left back currently, and I stand by that. But Omar Richards, he performed well. He didn't have too many minutes. He came on in the 78th minute when everything was basically wrapped up, but he still performed well. He always tries. He always runs after the ball, and I like to see the fight. I'm going to give Omar Richards a 6.5 as well. Everybody played damn well today. Julian Nagelsmann, for me, gets a 10. He finally started Roca. Probably didn't have too much of a chance, but he came out and actually said that Roca proved him wrong, and he likes seeing a player prove him wrong. And yeah, 1000%. Upamecano, hopefully we get to see him again soon. You know, no player has 1 possession in the defensive third more times than Upamecano in Europe's top 5 leagues this season. 93 times he's won back possession. By who scored? Honestly, you have to put respect on him. He can become one of the best in the world as well, which is really great to see. But yeah, besides that, no crowd score, obviously. The ref for me was pretty good. He was pretty consistent. You know, I'm going to give this ref an 8. Pretty damn good ref. He allowed the play to continue many times, and I like to see it. Besides that, guys, thank you for tuning in. I know it was a little long. These match ratings get a little, you know, extended, but that's because I want to put like my actual thoughts and not just blurt out numbers. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you guys why I believe they deserve these ratings. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'm really excited. I'm still very pumped from that amazing 5-0 win, and I hope we can put on a performance similarly or even better than that versus Wolfsburg, which is our last match before the winter break, and then after that, we come back in January for the second half of the season. But hopefully we end that off with a bang. Quite a bit to play for in that game to stay up at the top and just get another 3 points, because that's what Bayern does. That is the Mia San Mia mentality. I said that very weird at the beginning, but yeah, Mia San Mia mentality. That's what it is. So yeah, guys and girls, if you guys enjoyed it, well, great. That's awesome. I hope you guys tune in for the next one, because we're going to play Wolfsburg within 2 days, and that's coming very close. I'll probably upload a short video tomorrow talking about like Gerd Muller, teasing a couple different topics here, but I'm going to start doing some like different topics as well from players within Bayern that I'm sure you guys will really love, so be on the lookout for that. Besides that though, have a good night, day, or evening, whatever it is. Stay safe, and Mia San Mia.